Greetings, everyone, and welcome back. How's it going, everybody? I hope you're having a fantastic start of your week. And I hope you're ready to relax with some Judgment.
And if you're not, then we hope we can make your week better with some Lost Judgment. Wow!
Indeed. Alright, here we go. Continue. Game audio is a touch loud. Hang on. It's because I adjusted it, because someone said it was too quiet last time I was streaming.
Wow!
You only smoke a beer.
What a random-ass first question.
What first question?
Fucking mythical is, why is Ed a furry? The better question is Ed a furry? Because there's a lot of presumption. How dare you?
The answer might surprise you.
Yeah. It is, in fact, no. But I am what they like to call furry adjacent. That is the joke that I've gotten from multiple of my friends who are in the fandom. I was also a mascot, so there you go.
That's true.
I also don't care what people are into, so if they happen to want to dress up as animals, I do not care. Unless you mean the icon, in which case you can blame Monty for that, because she decided that it would be a wise idea to go to her furry artist friend and go, hey, do you think Bosco would be better as this wolf character or as this basketball character? And what do you think the furry artist picked? The werewolf. Because all of you people are predictable. I shouldn't have said it like that, but I did.
Damn. Really letting him know how it is, huh?
Yeah, what do you mean, you people? Werewolves are cool. I will not deny this fact, then. I do prefer them over mummies, zombies, and vampires.
Perhaps I shall go to Yokohama 99.
Yokohama 99? I've heard it. I just realized I don't have my normal setup right. Now we're back. Mythical, I agree. The question is, what is your favorite werewolf movie?
I'm personally a fan of Van Helsing, even though there's not technically a werewolf movie.
No, I will say Van Helsing has the best werewolf design that I've ever seen.
It's
with
pretty
the
good.
minor exception that it doesn't have a tail. And this is getting into the semantics of you can make a werewolf whatever you want. But if you're going to have the digidegrade bipedal werewolf, you need the tail as the counterbalance because you have the more animalistic leg shape. So I've never understood why you do that, but then don't also add the counterbalance of the tail. Also,
sure
I just think they look
furry?
weird. Huh? No, I'm just saying from a fucking anatomy standpoint. It doesn't make any sense. But if you go with the... No, and then there's a follow-up. The Lon Chaney classic Wolfman, that's where you can get away with it, because that's not the same build.
Okay.
Yagami-san, back already?
And now Zen ruined it.
That was quick. I figured you'd be out in the town until evening.
Well, the day's not over yet. I need you to look into Reiko Kusamoto again. She might be the one behind
Looks like Yagami cleaned himself up a little bit.
Yeah. Can you pull up the picture of her you showed me last time?
I'm used to him looking dirty and beat up.
Okay. Take a look at this, Yagamishi. Reiko Kusamoto became vice minister just recently. It hasn't even been a full year yet.
Looks like she's still got a good rep.
Yeah, there's almost no criticism of her out there.
The Ministry Revolution, bucking the bureaucracy. Golden parachutes don't fly with Kusamoto. Go her. Vice Minister is pretty high up there, yeah?
Big time. If she really did take Kawana up on his offer, silencing him would be the quickest way to save her skin. And in that case, she'd need some kind of connection to Arcane.
Vice Minister is basically like
Some kind of
Vice
connection?
President,
A
right?
bit vague.
Or at least like really, really high up there. Hang on, I am.
Yeah, but it's not of the
something.
whole country, right? It's of a province.
I don't know. Someone more versed in Japanese government probably knows better than I do.
Zako, where are you? You have one job, and that's to be here when we need info like that.
Japan's got a prime minister, right? They don't do the
I
emperor
believe
thing
so.
anymore.
Well, let me double check that actually. I believe that sounds right.
I think there's both actually. I think there's an emperor and a prime minister.
But the emperor's kind of like in England, where it's more of a title than it is an actual position of power.
Shigeru
If
Ishiba.
Gaijin, where the Yeah, prime minister is the actual leader. Yeah, Shigeru Ishiba.
Yeah, and the current emperor of Japan is Emperor Naruhito.
Hey, Connor, you rated yourself. No, just kidding. It's Connor Shaw.
It's Connor Shaw VA. Hey, how's it going?
Oh my gosh.
Hope your stream went well. This game fucks. How you doing? Yeah, it does. It does. I'm doing well. Just had a long day doing chores. Fucking busting my ass out in incredibly humid weather, and now I'm here.
Yeah. We're debating the anatomy of werewolves and whether or not Japan has a prime minister or a president.
It is a prime minister, and apparently they
prime
also
minister.
have an emperor. Also, mythical things. They give you the what is my mouth doing?
Connor Shaw, thank you for the 18 months.
Yeah, mythical things. They give you a tier 1 sub to Connor Shaw.
Shablamo.
Shablamo indeed.
Chamauna.
Okay, and this is the vice minister.
Yeah, I thought that was a province thing, but I guess that's of the whole country.
Okay, she's a vice minister of Japan. There could also be several different vice ministers, like vice minister of finance, vice minister of foreign affairs.
Oh, so they're
sports.
like the cabinet in America. Got it.
I suppose so. That's still pretty high up there.
That's extremely high up.
Deputy minister seems to be the vice president equivalent.
Gotcha.
Simplify it by asking if the prime
Again,
minister
where
of
are the
Japan
weeds
is a
when we need
werewolf.
them?
No?
Fair enough, but RK already took an innocent life while hunting Kawana down.
Right. And after killing Sawa-sensei, they tried to kill me, too. Still, no matter how dangerous the gang, murder is a risky proposition. Then again, if someone's pulling the strings, they have a lot less to worry about. Especially if that someone has vice minister status.
Well, the internet's not gonna give us much else. How about we do our usual thing? Go straight to the source.
Maybe we should.
Would it really be that easy to get a meeting with someone like her?
Mitsuru Kusamoto's still in a coma, right?
Yes?
If he's in a hospital, we can catch her by surprise there.
I get ya. That might work.
Huh. What's this now?
What's what now?
Breaking news from the net. It says manhunt for Sawa-sensei's murderer.
And?
It's hitting the network news too. The person they're after is...
Wanted for the murder of private school teacher Yoko Sawa in her own apartment, Kanagawa PD is conducting a search for the suspect.
Oh, shit.
Self-proclaimed handyman Yu
Wow.
Kikata. Nearby
Why are they looking
security
for
cameras
Kawana?
captured footage
Shouldn't they be after Soma?
Sawa-san's former teacher before and after the incident. It's also surfaced that he's been using a false identity for over a decade. The police are hopeful that their search will turn up some sort of connection to Sawa-san.
Wow.
Well, shit.
Now this I can't spoil because I vaguely remember this.
Free my boy Kuwana. He did nothing wrong. He did a couple things.
What do you
wrong.
mean free your boy is Kuwana? Are you crazy?
Just Kuwana did a couple things wrong.
Yeah, massive things wrong. Hashtag not a good person.
I see Bosco's got his government to sign for Soda PNG tuber. That's correct.
Fuck's sake. Yeah, apparently that's a thing too. I swear to God, I'm gonna go to that artist and be like, "Hey, give me my basketball guy. I'm done with this bullshit." And I'm just gonna pass them out, and I'm gonna make everybody feel guilty if they don't use it.
Evie already edited his.
Did he?
Yeah, he made it smaller.
Of course he fucking did. I don't give a shit, Zen. I will make you use it. That's
Why are the
fantastic.
police going after Kuwana and not Soma? What the hell?
If Kawana-san was caught on camera, then surely some RK thugs were as well?
Yeah, I think so. On that note, I should have been in the footage too. The police only seem to want Kawana, but why? Guess we'll have to ask them ourselves.
Ask who?
Detective Watanabe from Kanagawa PD. The guy in charge of Mikoshiba's murder.
Oh shit, I know that guy.
Wow.
Been a while, hotshot.
Yeah, I guess it
Hey,
has.
it's that guy.
Hey, I'm curious.
Hey, Bryant.
Do you have any evidence that Kawana killed Sawa-sensei?
I take it you saw the news? Kawana was caught on camera near the crime scene, plus he knew the victim. And if that's not enough, he was using a fake name. How's that for evidence?
But I saw Soma holding an ice pick up to Sawa-sensei. Plus, there were RK footprints all over the scene. So why is Kawana the only suspect?
Because the big boys with big balls at HQ said so. Barking at me won't get you anywhere.
So this is all just pressure from upstairs? What is going on here?
Why are you so bent out of shape? Kawana's a legitimate suspect, and all we're doing is following procedure. So stick your private investigator schnoz somewhere else.
You know, you sound pretty bent out of shape yourself. Where are you right now?
Uh-huh.
I was thinking maybe we could meet up. How's a free pass to bitch about your work sound? Abe-san?
On the phone, in person, there's nothing I can tell you.
He hung up.
Yagamishi, I managed to focus in on the background noise from your phone
Damn.
call. Despite all the
What the
interference,
fuck?
I have a good
Huh?
idea of Nabe-san's location.
You did what now?
What? Seriously?
He's on the main drag in Chinatown. If you go now, I'm sure you'll find him.
But is he even gonna listen to you?
It won't matter if I miss him because we sat here wondering.
Yagami Detective Agency, quick on its feet indeed.
Can't compete with
That's
that.
illegal.
I'm more interested in how he did that. He somehow triangulated where he was based on background noise coming through the phone. I do too, Banana Fox Josh.
God, I can't believe Zen is hitting on my fictional character. That's crazy.
What the freak?
I know, right? It's crazy.
Nabe-san should be on Main Street in Chinatown. I need to catch him and find out what's going on. And I'll beat it out of him if I have to. Whoa.
Fuck. I like Ed's new PNG model. You could thank Monty. It's okay, Zen. Look, I get it. I'm hot when you don't think about it being me. Ed's new PNG looks so petable. I will fucking kill you. I like how you have like an actual name for your persona, and my fucking government assigned one is just, I don't know, fucking Wolfsco. It's his name with wolf on it. It's just,
You've got the power to change that.
no, once I change it, I accept ownership of it. I know how the fuck that works. Don't you fucking try your shit with me.
Now you see the conundrum.
I see that. Yes, I see how this works. A Wusco? I mean, yeah. It's like Grekel's Birdman. Look, man, our first D&D characters are always named something generic. That's just how it works. It's your starter character. What was the name of your first D&D character, Connor?
Cypherius Keystone.
Cypherius Keystone. Interesting. That was a little bit more advanced than I expected, but... Oh, that was sick.
Oh my god. Yeah, I got him. I really got his ass.
I thought Grekel's was his first. Maybe I'm...
Well, his real name is Toby Kage.
Tobe Kage, yeah, but we found that out. God, spoilers, dude.
Dancing Shadow.
Hidden Birdman.
Indeed.
I'm hooked on both XCOM and Peak at the moment. Nice. Very nice. Oh, shit. Got his ass.
XCOM's pretty
Stand
good.
up. I should play XCOM. I feel like I'd enjoy it. Oh, fuck.
What about it do you think you'd enjoy?
Guys,
It's a military game.
Yeah.
It's also a strategy game, more so than just like running around shooting stuff.
Correct. It's
I
pretty
don't know
good.
if I would
I'm
go
a
as
huge
far-
fan of the
I-
XCOM series.
I wouldn't call it an RTS, but I was a big fan of RTSs back in the day.
Yeah, it's more like a tactics game.
Yeah, because you're not really a resource manager. You're just moving your guys around.
The fuck are
It
these
feels like
guys?
D&D with guns. That's interesting. Maybe I'd see. I need to make in this. I don't know if you've run into this problem, Connor, since you've like become a streamer. I feel like the only way I'm gonna play other games like XCOM is if I free up a day in my schedule and then stream it, because I just don't have the other hours in the day.
I feel that so hard.
Uh-huh.
The only games I really play anymore are games that I plan on streaming.
Mm-hmm. The one exception is I do play NBA 2K off stream, just to kind of unwind, and by unwind I mean get very furious at it. Oh, bleh!
Got his ass. They were flash mobbing that car. That was a bit odd.
They sure flippin' were.
It's a bit odd, isn't it?
It's very old. Mom's your uncle.
I feel like it would be a good stream game because you can customize all the characters. Oh yeah, it would be a good
That's
stream
true.
game, but I think the point we're trying to make is we just don't have time to be gamers anymore.
Yeah, like gaming is streaming now for me, because the hours that I dedicate to playing video games, I turn them into my streams because I don't have hours to stream otherwise.
Yeah, because if you don't stream your games, it feels like you're just wasting time. Like if you're gonna play a video game, you might as well like get paid for it. At least that's how I feel. I would love to have more free time to do things that I would like to do, but I simply don't have that luxury anymore.
starving.
That's the one problem with being a streamer. Well, there are many more problems with being a streamer, but that's the big glaring one. Or it's the one that people don't really think about until, you know, you're knee deep. Yeah, that's unfortunately what happens when you monetize your hobbies.
Yeah, you. Don't even get me started.
Caitlin once put it very succinctly. She said, people say if you do what you love, you'll never work a day in your life. But in reality, if you do what you love, you'll work every day for the rest of your life.
Pretty much. I would still argue that being able to play video games, like the work isn't the stream and playing the video game. It's all of the time that you spend building the assets, contacting the artists, troubleshooting the tech stuff, promoting yourself on social media, doing the cons, which all of it's
Oh,
fun,
yeah.
but like it's tiring and exhausting. So you'll definitely work a day in your life. The thing that you make the money off of might not feel like work, but all the stuff you do around it will be work. For example, auditions are work. You don't get paid for that shit.
Yeah.
And sometimes you're doing auditions for stuff that you're like, I would never play this. I don't care, but I want to pay the bills.
In that vein, the amount of unpaid work I've done would mind blowing to most people probably. And that's just for my own brand. That's not even factoring in other people's brands that I'm in charge of. Or at least have some say in. Don't start a fight here. Oh, what? Oh, okay.
Yagami, why are you here?
Oh, hey, Nabe-san. And you were...
It's Sakurai.
Oh, right.
He made Smash.
I take it you didn't just happen to be in the neighborhood.
Let's just say some friends of mine have a real keen sense of smell. Something stinks about the cops here.
Excuse me, pal.
The Sawa case. Why aren't you going after RK? Or are you, and you're just keeping me in the dark?
This isn't the place to talk about that. What the? Hey!
I get the feeling something's keeping you guys from doing your jobs. And I don't have to listen to you.
You want to say that again?
Sakurai, I gotta hit the can. Head back to the station.
Huh?
Need to take a piss, Yagami? You're looking hydrated.
Yeah, good call.
Then let's.
I need to isolate that clip.
Damn. What's he
With the
up to?
taking a piss line?
Yeah, whenever someone redeems the hydrate, I want that to play.
You're looking a little hydrated.
Piss, you're looking a little hydrated.
God, me on your fucking stream. That's what people want, I'm sure.
Nice spot you brought me to.
Is that fucking Bosco? Gross. Oh, I remember this fucking scene, man.
Well, we're about to have a shitty conversation. Might as well do it with a pleasant view.
Do the cops really believe Koana is responsible for Sawa-sensei's death?
We wouldn't be looking for him if we weren't serious. We even have a warrant.
To arrest Koana?
His real name's Yu Kitakata. He's been using a fake. And he services right at the murder scene of his former student. In my eyes, he was suspicious enough.
What about Soma from RK? He should have been spotted on the nearby cameras too. Like when he entered her apartment.
He wasn't.
How is that possible?
Let me rephrase. There's no footage that had RK anywhere near it.
What's that supposed to mean?
From the moment Mikoshiba's murder went down, the higher-ups have been busy playing politics. I had a handle on things when they were just competing with Tokyo PD over who got to grill Ihara. But after that murder footage came out, it really stirred shit up. Sawa-sensei's case has me scratching my head, too. Someone at the top is trying to keep details under wraps. And they think it'll work even in this day and age.
You're saying the whole force is in on a cover-up?
What?
It started with
The
footage
police are
showing
covering up a
someone
murder?
Someone
Huh?
on the inside of
They can't do that. That's illegal.
Any footage that had the RK guys tagged in it is totally wiped.
Erase the footage. Are you serious?
Yeah. You heard me. Koana leaving her place is all that's left. Even the parts where you show up are long gone. Before and after, the only person that the cameras pin the crime on is Koana himself.
Who would go so far to erase the footage? Who would do something like that?
It's time to let it go, Yagami. Mikoshiba's case and Sawa-sensei's case, they're closing the book. And to tie up the loose ends, and this is the shitty part, Kuwana has to die in an accident.
What?
As soon as they track him down, they'll put him into custody and then blame it on negligence. They'll say he resisted arrest and died in the struggle, I guess. Someone clearly wants Kuwana gone, and they have the power to do it.
Come on. Who could have that power?
Kuwana is clearly a target of someone higher up. Even if he sees it coming, he won't be able to stop it. As far as I'm concerned, the case is closed. You wouldn't understand until you've been on the force. When the team you're playing for is rotten to the core, all you can do is look the other way. As for me, I'll stick to the cut and dry cases for a while. That's what'll keep me an honest cop.
That's bullshit. You'll shut the lid on the trash, ignore the smell of the rot coming from inside, and go on pretending it's justice? And then you call that being an honest cop?
Asshole. Did you forget that you were talking to a detective?
Whoa.
You never did answer the question.
Hey, you put your hands on me, Yagami.
Who had the authority to erase the security cameras? Who wants Kuwana dead so bad that they do it inside?
Even if I told you, what the fuck could you do about it, detective? Smartass!
Oh shit.
Leave it alone, Yagami. It's for your own good.
Is that your call? Well, I think I'll be the judge of that.
Hey.
Little piece of shit. I've had enough.
Oh shit.
You get to live
You're
out
gonna beat up
everyone's
Bosco.
dream in the chat. You get to beat me
God.
up.
Oh my god.
Savor it. It's just like a dragon. Yeah, get his ass. Sorry, Connor, I have to root against you, but only for a little while. Yeah. Look at my baton. No, don't heal.
I think I need to heal.
No, that's all right. You're doing good. Shit. Fucking. Oh, wait. Hold on. Yep. Ah! Woohoo! Woohoo!
Providing the sound effects.
Uh-huh.
Ah.
Woohoo! Woohoo! Woohoo!
Oh, what? Oh, God.
Get his ass! Bye, bitch! Yeah!
Wait, that killed me
I win!
immediately?
Yeah!
Oh, my God.
That's an instant kill. I'm not saying shit.
What the
I love this
why are
fight.
Why are they throwing in quick time events at me now? The
Got
fuck? They never
him!
did this. Oh, my God.
I love it. I knew that would get you. I was fucking... Yeah, Mythical knows what I'm talking about. It is a random-ass quick time out of nowhere. Exactly, Callum. Now Yagami's hydrated.
Yep.
It is a Bosco fight. Whee!
Oh, fuck.
What?
He's kiopping at me.
You damn right.
Ah!
You were about to catch these. Oh, God. Hurricane Rana. No! Powerbomb him! Damn it. No shit. Oh, here you go.
Not today.
You bitch.
Superman punch.
punch!
Oh. Ooh.
Ooh. 'Tis a shame. I can't believe you're beating up a cop.
It's true. Ah.
Whip! Whip! Whoop! Whip! Whoop! 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 Oh my god. Oh shit. Counter!
Thanks for these sound effects.
They broke the lock and forced their way into Sawa-sensei's place. That's when Soma came in. I'm sure she was terrified. They were pointing an ice pick at her. When I found her, her eyes were still open. I could see the tears. Yet the police are going after Kawana instead of Soma. And the cops that were there know he isn't a suspect, but say their hands are tied. So it'll be my voice you hear instead of hers. And when they come to silence me, I'll know who the puppet masters are.
I hear you. And you're probably right.
And if you have any idea who might be pulling the strings, I need you to tell me before it's too late. Is there anyone on the force who would want Kawana dead?
The moment we opened Sawa-sensei's case, the Kanagawa brass had a suspect file ready to go. They didn't point to your guy Soma. They named you Kitakata, alias Kawana the handyman. Hilarious, isn't it? We were the first to the scene, which means the bigwigs pulled a suspect file before it even happened.
Where'd the info about Kitakata come from?
Not sure. But the National Police Agency said it came from public security.
Public security?
Public security branch of the police is practically Japan's spy ring. It keeps an eye on foreign assets, agents, gangs, and political groups. They don't hunt criminals so much as they gather intel and analyze it to maintain the peace. That's sort of what Otho is going for with the whole Black Stripes thing.
Like an info network?
Right.
Why is public security involved in Sawa-sensei's case?
Seems they were interested in RK's criminal network in Kamurocho. You know how after the Tojo clan disbanded, the criminals started going underground? Well, public security would rather let RK roam free than bust them. Monitoring them quietly gives them intel on criminal movements. And even if you catch these guys, new ones will just take their place.
Wait, so they want RK on the streets? Is that why they're brushing Sawa-sensei's case under the rug?
If RK goes down in one fell swoop over a murder case, then they have to find a new source of intel. Purely speaking, from public security's point of view, that is.
Unbelievable.
Not that they'd ever say that out in, well, public. If you believe public security, there's no way RK killed Sawa-sensei.
What the hell? Do they even have a reason?
Not that I'm aware of. On top of that, I asked Tokyo PD about Soma, but he doesn't have a record. No priors, no census registry, not even a damn profile pic.
Then, what does that mean?
The man known as Kazuki Soma doesn't exist, basically. Maybe that's how it's always been, or maybe it's a cover-up. But they had plenty of files on Kawana to send our way instead.
Damn.
They're the ones who made him the prime suspect in Sawa-sensei's case, too.
That doesn't make any sense.
Look, Kawana's a scapegoat for RK. Public security wants to shut the curtains on Sawa-sensei's case with him. As far as they're concerned, with Kawana silenced, it'll all balance out.
So that's what you meant by Kawana having an accident.
Right. Better to flush your shit than keep a lid on it.
Can't imagine it's easy for public security to pin the blame on Kawana for Sawa-sensei's murder. Then again, dead men don't talk. If they get rid of Kawana, that'll be enough to muddy the waters.
So who's running the show in public security? Do they have a name?
I wasn't told, unfortunately. Afraid I'm further down the food chain than you thought. Yeah, Watanabe speaking. Huh? Eugene show?
Huh?
Right. Got it. Call me if anything else comes up. Kawana's been spotted. A witness reported seeing him in Eugene show.
Seriously? He's back here?
Couldn't say for sure.
Where's he at?
Fukutoku-cho in Koreatown where the Komi Jewel hangs.
Oh, the fucking name.
Police are headed there now.
Komi Jewel?
Had to
Apparently,
practice that one a little.
Spider web.
Uh-huh.
You haven't seen it?
Fukutoku-cho.
Like it's abandoned.
Yep.
Kawana's
My
there.
brain just saw the letters, and
Not
I was
gonna
like, what the
say
fuck?
you got that from me, right?
I don't have much time. You said
Kamurocho
Kawano
was the one that
got
always got me, though.
didn't you?
Ah.
I'm sure that's why you're telling me all this.
If you find him, let him know it's public security that's after him. They mean business.
Just get into a fight and leave.
Like a
Okay.
badass. Look for Kwana and Gomi Jewel.
Wow.
Oh, boy.
And now we go into Eugene show. Ah, whoops. Whee! Time to pay your chicken tender tax? Yummy. Yummy tendies. Oh. Oh my god. Ow, what the fuck? Who threw that?
Oh. Oh, you're going to get these hands, that's for sure.
Ah. Whoop.
I heard that.
Oh my god. Kidney punch to end them all. Ooh, got him.
Really, guys?
Give me just a second.
Well, I guess you're hanging out with me, chat. Boom, 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 boom. Ba-bum, bum, boom, bum, bum. Wicked, 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 woo. Chicken tender tax. Oh, man. That sounds delicious. I love tendies. Fuck! When he gets back, I'm going to cast a foul spell upon Distortion Devil. Why would you do that? Sephiroth, why would you do that to such a kind and giving person? Because we ball? Fair enough. Good point. Funny, also fair. Casually freestyles the whitest way possible. Yo, my name's Edward Bosco, and I'm here to say I'm down to get good in a really cool way. Boom, got to boom, to boom, 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 to boom, boom, got to boom, to boom. Down, down, down. Hey Bosco, how many smeckles would it cost you to get you to play the Maximo games for the PS2? I don't know much about the Maximo games is the problem. Let me see. Oh, I remember this fucking game. I never played it, but I do remember it. How long are they? Maximo PS2 length. 8 hours? Is that what I'm saying? 8.5 hours? If it's only an 8.5 hour game, I could probably blitz that in a day. Bosco, what would you do for a Klondike bar? I would. I'd do a lot. But there's a lot I would do without the Klondike bar, so just all of that stuff, and I'll take the Klondike bar. But also, I've tried to cut sweets out of my diet, so I shouldn't be doing all those things for the Klondike bar. You see the conundrum that I end up in? The sound of a squeaking chair means Connor has returned.
That's right.
Hello.
There's a lot of things I'd do for a Klondike bar. None of them are in the Bible.
I think one of mine is in the Bible.
I'm back. I've gotten gnocchi.
Gnocchi?
Mm-hmm. Wow, it is way overcooked. Do 10 squats right now? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
What did you just do?
Did 10
You
squats.
doing push-ups? Oh, squats.
Yeah, I've got a little
Bodyweight
redeem.
squats?
10,000 channel
100,000.
points.
10. It's 100,000.
Oh, it is 100,000.
Well, that's honestly that's where it should be with a cooldown, because motherfuckers will abuse the shit out of it.
I'm aware.
They're like, no, we're getting you in shape. I'm like, really? Is that what you're doing?
I gotta look for Kuwana and the Kami Jewel.
I'm sorry. One more time, just for me.
Kami Jewel.
Gomi Jewel.
Yeah, that's what I said.
All right, you said go, right? There's like a g.
Yeah, the
sound.
Kami Jewel.
No. It sounds more like it's coming out like a cuss sound. It's more of a g sound. Could you one more time for me?
Kami Jewel.
Okay, we really shouldn't be saying this out loud.
It seems Kuwana has been spotted in Ijincho.
Yeah, in Komijul, right? I'm headed there now.
Ah, fastidious as ever. But the police have already started
Fucking
locking
using the
off
word
Komi.
fastidious.
Already?
Not the Kami Jewel.
They're probably going to surround the area and
Connor!
gradually close in on Kuwana-san. What's your plan, Yagamishi?
Public security is probably behind that. And according to Nabe-san, once they capture Kowana, he'll end up in an accident.
An accident?
Long story short, I need to find Kowana before the cops do. Can you navigate me to him?
I most certainly can. For now, just keep heading toward Komijul. In the meantime, I'll be monitoring the surrounding area. Oh, and I'll dispatch Sugiurashi.
Appreciate that, Tsukumo.
So this might be a pet peeve for me, and it's such a minor thing. I don't understand why American dubs use Japanese honorifics.
Well, like San and...
San and Sen and even things like Big Bro or any of it.
One of them shot me!
Or San, like San they use all the time, like whoever San. Yagami-san. I'm more curious if that was just how they always did it and it's never changed, or if there's a reason.
I think the reason for it is that this is set in Japan, so having the honorifics be the same adds to the whole. It doesn't detract from the setting by Americanizing it.
Gotcha. In that case, I think it makes sense. But not every game that's dubbed or anime that's dubbed takes place in Japan. Some of them are just in mythical worlds, and they still kind of carry that over.
Yeah. In those cases, it's like, oh, all right. Well,
yeah, I get it in a game like this. If you want to keep the realism of like, hey, we're in Japan, this is what they would say just in English, sure.
Mm-hmm. Because a lot of the stories and plot threads here are like irrevocably Japanese. Like you.
Correct. Yeah, for this game, I could see the argument for keeping it. Uh-oh. That doesn't look good.
This is Tsukumo. Yagamishi, please come in.
Hey, I think I'm in front of Komijul.
Indeed you are.
Gomi.
I can see you from the drone.
Then you'll notice the cops block the road. Any way I can get in there?
Not to worry. I've already looked into an infiltration route.
Alright, let's way to go. So, what should I do?
Can you see the white car that's parked in front of the barricade?
Yeah, I can.
There's a really small gap on the side of the car. You should be able to fit through it. It'll be a tight squeeze, I'm sure, but I have no doubt in your agility, Yagamishi.
Yeah, but happens if I get spotted?
You can leave that part to me.
Huh? Nice, Tsukumo. You distracted them with Japanese. Now's my chance. Woohoo!
Tsukumo, where should I go from here?
Komi Jewel proper seems to be located behind those construction fences. There's one door in the fence, so that's your best bet.
Have y'all filmed into the summer sale yet? I have. I bought like 6 games for $13.
I haven't dove in yet because I'm nervous.
I've only been buying games with single-digit price tags that I've been looking at for a while. I got a game called Unheard: Voices of Crime, Nuclear Nightmare, Hellsign, Everspace, and Citizen Sleeper. Those are the ones I got so far.
Nice.
Oh.
Tsukumo, can I get a hand?
Just leave it to me.
What you eating, Bosco?
Okay, makes sense.
Holy shit, I wasn't near the mic. Was I that loud? Fuck.
I heard some scraping.
Oh, I have a burrito.
Oh.
It is chicken, beans, rice, a little bit of sour cream, and guacamole.
Nice.
Technically, I shouldn't be having the sour cream, but I wanted to add it.
That's fair. I mean, I got Huevos Rancheros while I was in Minnesota.
Ooh!
Yeah, it was pretty good.
I took you to the Mexican breakfast place that I love, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
That's
we
where
got to go back there,
that's
dude.
where I had,
love.
That's where I had the best coffee I've ever had in my life.
Yeah, it's fucking insane.
It was Cafe de Olla, right?
Correct. Mexican coffee. Made in a clay
Yeah.
pot.
Listen, Bones Coffee. All I'm saying is,
Get some Cafe de Olla.
get some Cafe de Olla, and I will love you forever.
You know what's so funny about you saying that?
What's that?
Guess who has Cafe de Olla in their house?
Ah, shit. Is it you?
It's me. They sell it at, I think I got it at Costco. It's like a giant bag of Mexican coffee.
Damn.
Yeah.
I'll need to look for it while I'm there.
But the next time you come out here, I got you.
Hell yeah. Whew. Made it without getting busted. So this is Gomichuo. Kuwana should be here somewhere.
Tsukumo, keep navigating for me. And let me know as soon as you find Kuwana. Huh? It's weird. Hello?
Great. Technical difficulties now? Guess I'll just have to make my own way. Oh, man. This place is a ghost town.
I'm digging this a lot, though.
I don't know why, but I love the aesthetic of places like this.
Same.
Just with the densely packed buildings and tight alleyways.
It feels like a big city.
Bunch of little nooks and crannies you don't know what could be down. What's up, man? You, just hanging out? You live here?
Yeah? You texting the cops? Because that'd be a shitty thing to do.
Same.
Word.
Kitakata Sensei! Show yourself! Come on, get your ass out here!
Relax with the yelling, will you? You're giving away our location.
How am I supposed to relax? This shit's intense!
Shh, shh, shh.
Sugiura?
Didn't Tsukumo-kun tell you I was on my way?
Yeah, I suppose he did.
Yagami-san, all these guys are RK.
Does that mean RK beat the police to Kawana?
No, not exactly. I just saw some cops let RK guys through. But maybe I'm wrong. I mean, that'd be crazy, wouldn't it?
No, that was no mistake. Some cops are working with RK.
But why?
Someone in authority on the force is trying to get rid of
The
Kawana.
police wouldn't do that.
So they want him to have an accident.
What? That's off the scale insane.
Insane or not, I need to get to Kawana before RK or the cops do. You know where he is?
I don't. Come to think of it, why would Kawana-san come to Komichuo? Does he know someone here?
Good question. Let's just focus on reaching the top of this place for now. Aren't there people from Komichuo here? It can't be all RK. Maybe we can ask them where Kawana is.
Worth a shot. As long as we don't give ourselves away.
Why aren't the Gomijuo wiping out the guys intruding on their territory? I don't think they exist much as a force now. Would we figure out this game takes place like what, 3 years after the events of Like a Dragon?
I believe that is correct.
I think the Gomijuo are defunct. Might spot us if we get close. Let's hit up for now. Guys in the white masks. I think those were remnants of the Chinese mafia, actually. If I'm not mistaken, which I could be. I don't think the Gomichul are defunct. They have just a different type of presence now. Well, their leader became, yeah, that was the Liumang. The guys in the white masks were the Liumang. The leadership of the Gomichul took over for the, what was it, the Seiryu clan?
I think so, because they were like, they had that meeting where they're like, hey, we're dissolving shit.
That looks like a lot of RK muscle to me, Yagami-san.
Yeah, but if that many are out searching, the silver lining is that they don't have a lead on Kawana.
True. We'll just have to stay one step ahead of them then. I don't see anywhere else we can go, so let's go up those stairs.
See, this place is still as labyrinthine as ever.
Looks like this is the highest we can go.
Yagami-san, we've got RK coming in from below too.
Let's find another route on this floor.
Suspicious.
Suspicious.
I don't think I can climb this way.
Dang.
Can we jump it? I could get on here, but I can't go up.
Uh-huh.
Ooh, gold plate. Nice. It would be funny if Joongi Han showed up, though. I'm not sure he'd have much reason to show up, honestly. I should be able to jump over to that side. Let's see how I can get past here. Maybe I can get higher if I go this way.
Yeah, we should be able to get up from here. Yeah. There we go.
Parkour!
Damn. Wish I was that nimble.
It's okay, Yagami. You're like the second most nimble guy on the team. Taking the same route as Sugiura is going to be tough. I'll have to make my way up somehow.
I was going to say, he's the second most nimble. The problem is he's with the most nimble. If Kaito were here, then you'd be good. Can you jump up and grab that pole?
Yagami is sort of like
there we
the everyman of the detective agency.
Bro, the grip strength you would need for this. Holy shit.
Quality wire.
Dougler, you can thank Monty for that. She got icons of all of her friends, and I've told the story a couple of times, but she decided to ask her furry artist friend what would look better, Bosco with his Bosco character or Bosco with his wolf character. Spoiler, they picked the animal. Ooh, good catch.
What? What? I'm all the way back?
You fell all the way down. You fell down. Doogler, they can be, but not all of them are.
Ah, what the fuck?
Nope. Nope. Can't do that.
I did it last time.
Ed, you really got to word things better? Why am I going to get in trouble? My guess is you have to walk on this little platform over here. Yep. Exactly. And then you jump up. Do that. Going over. Sorry, I had to belch, Mythical. It's whatever.
And do I guess so. Beehive. Get me up there.
Woohoo!
Good work, Yagami-san.
Yo, you guys are Comey Jewel, aren't you?
Huh? Komichu? Us?
What's going on here,
There's
man?
definitely a
This place
K
is
sound in there.
Lead the way, would you?
Yagami-san, they seem like RK.
I'd rather not have to bullshit them.
So, take them down?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Ah. Golly. Oh my god. Oh! Ooh.
Ooh.
God damn. Hit him so hard he spun the wrong way.
Yagami-san, looks like the top floor is up ahead. There's a room on this side too, though. Might be worth checking out.
Dog. Yeah. Suspicious.
A save point.
In my game, never.
And a Staminan.
Whoa, Black Betty, Stamalam.
Black Betty had a child. Staminan.
Stamalam. Damn thing gone wild.
Sacred rot.
Sacred rod.
Maybe we'll still get lucky? Are you ready to go, Yagami-san?
Let's do it.
Let's go.
Donkeys.
Man, where is this fucking guy? It's just taking forever. Yeah, it's not like anyone else is here. I think the cops got it wrong. Then what do we do? Keep looking? Is there a fucking point?
Seems like Kowana-san's giving them a slip. What's the plan now?
Let's find out what RK's gonna do when they catch Kawana. Are they planning to kill him themselves?
What, you gonna just stroll up and ask him?
Well, I only count 4 of them. So 2 each. Piece of cake.
I guess.
Okay, let's go. Hello, gentlemen. Got a couple questions for you.
Who the hell are you two? You with the Kome jewel?
Wow, they don't even recognize you, Yagami-san?
Well, that's kind of sad.
What's going on here?
Oh.
SpaghettiOs.
Shit, now it's 4 apiece.
Yagami-san? I don't think it's just 2 each anymore.
Yagami? Hey, that's the detective from Kamurocho. A detective? Just get him! There with you,
A detective?
A detective?
Let's get it started. Hope you're ready to die. I've been waiting for this shit.
This is something about that performance that makes me very smiley.
Oh god, they broke out a bunch of weapons.
That is a lot of guns. And knives and... Is that a spoon?
It could be.
Who brings a spoon to a gunfight?
Only a true madman and I'm on fire!
Wow, that is a flamethrower. You need to die immediately, sir. You're on fire. Not in the good way. Ow. Did he just shoot you?
Someone frickin' shot me.
Probably the guy with the gun. In the back. 2 of them. One of them's almost dead.
Ah!
He got you again.
Fuck.
Eat the pudding.
Shove ice cream down my fucking throat.
You might want to get the gun boy running away. He's gonna shoot you. Oh, you got so lucky.
Kiwami energy.
You needed an energy drink just to do that? That literally might have saved your life, because if he shot you, you were dead. Beat his ass. Or do that. Goodbye. Fucking no deal looking motherfucker.
Howie Mandel looking ass.
Howie Mandel.
Drink to the last drop. Don Don noodles.
Don the Don Don Don.
Oh my god. Ah. Got him. Casually downs 4 cups of noodles raw in the middle of a fight. Hell yeah.
That all you got? I thought there were more of you guys.
Let's not jinx it, man.
You guys came looking for Kuwana, right? What were you gonna do to him?
We were just told to catch him. Not sure what comes out of that.
You sure the plan wasn't to kill him?
I said I don't know.
Who gave the order here? Soma?
It was Akusa-san. Probably on Soma-san's orders, though.
Hey, Yagami-san?
And he's really just telling all. Excuse me, fellers.
Hey, how come Ijincho has so many creepy masks?
I was just gonna ask you.
Kuwana's not here.
Huh?
That intel was fake. We were the ones who put it out.
You live here? Then you must be Komicho.
Someone in chat called it.
Normally, it's us.
They sure did.
Handyman. But this time, it was Kuwana asking the favor.
Huh? To put out false information?
Yes. He said he wanted to see what kind of enemy he was dealing with, and how they'd respond to an eyewitness report. Seeing as how easy police info made its way to these thugs, I'd say he was wise to use caution. Were he any closer, he would have been ensnared by now.
So Kawana's nearby, watching everything unfold as we speak? He's really in Ijincho then?
We'll have to clear the room to discuss that.
Is that Jonah? No, I don't think so.
Why are you looking at me?
Sorry.
Ooh.
As you said, Kawana's returned to Ijincho. There are benefits to being here that only he can exploit.
Where's he hiding out?
I don't know, maybe.
Under the protection of Tesso from the Yokohama Leomon. But you're cleared to see him. We already took care of that.
Kawana actually said he'd meet us?
Come on. There's a way through the cops don't know. You can get out to the city from there.
That'd be helpful, thanks.
Guess you're not so bad after all.
Bear in mind, you may not leave alive if you come back. You were never welcome here.
And never mind. So, where do we find Kuwana-san?
I'm sure the Liumang will lead us to him. Just so happens I've got a brother there named Tesso.
Oh, what?
Now let's get there before Kawana changes his mind.
Oh. Tesso.
Surya.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Hwapiao. Hwapiao. Well, he's dead.
Abundant oil.
We should just do all the side quest stuff now because we have help.
I don't think the game will allow us to do side quests.
No,
if we
it
have
won't,
somebody.
but that'd be really fun.
It would.
Oh, you guys want to fight me? Well, I got somebody with me now, so you might have to deal with that. Tired of getting jumped in these streets. Bye, bitch.
And stay.
Whew. Got him.
Yeah, let's go.
Oh, I can't skateboard with this guy either? Man, what the freak?
What the freak? Wow. Dude, you have so much SP.
I do.
You should buy some shit. That actually looks like it should be in the boxing thing. Huge.
Reversal. EX Spinative. EX Dagger Break. Oh. Uh-huh.
Ooh.
Borderline alcoholic.
Ah. Get that boost. Uh-oh, 4,000.
Right.
Oh,
We'll save the rest.
he's
for
going
later.
to save it.
That's right.
I can't believe how many things you just got. God dang.
There's a lot of stuff. Ooh. Oh boy. Pardon me, gentlemen.
I made a pic of Judas and Wolfsco in the Discord.
Oh,
Is
shit.
that Connor's Discord? I think I'm in there. I could probably go look. Is it cool art? Aw, that's so cute. Why did you put me in army fatigues? Also, I have a goatee now. Cool. Just out here making character choices.
Maybe you were a drill instructor as well as someone's evil twin in a past life.
Oh, I see. Oh, it's supposed to be Kaito's outfit. Got it. That makes more sense. That explains the high collar. My brain just went to army fatigues because, you know, brain.
Take a look at this.
You beat his ass.
I did.
What do you... Everybody, I just want to point out that Sarah Williams is a jerk and is raspberrying me right now for no reason.
What's up, Sarah?
Why are you just... It's Connor. Oh, okay. We're just... Are you helicopter raspberrying in my room? It is... Did you just shit on my room being dirty? Because, yeah, it is, but...
I literally thought you were joking. Be like, just shit in my room. I'm like, if you want to play that joke.
I mean, no, don't shit in places that'll leave me confused.
I remember that too.
Yeah. Yeah.
So no
That's
stealing.
that's a callback.
Anyway.
Are you gonna go work?
Yeah.
All right, I'll keep it down.
Have a good work.
I'm telling you, man, it doesn't bleed into that booth. There you go.
I
And that's
believe
me
in you.
screaming. What happened?
Telling Sarah I believe in them.
Oh yeah, Connor believes in you. She said hooray.
Yeah.
She believes in her too.
Yeah, look at that little. It's a Judas and Wolfsco, but it's Yagami and Kaito.
It is.
Yeah, look at that. That's awesome. Everyone go into Discord and look
Not-
at the.
Yeah, it's in the
Oh,
cool
God,
art section.
not again.
Oh, bleh. All right, now you have to do the same version, but you have to make it Balsko. Or better yet, make Balsko, fucking... Oh, why can't I remember his name now? Sugiyuri. Oh, RKO! Oh. I thought you were going to hit him with that fucking Dudley Death Drop. V-Trigger! Problem is, Judas's outfit is basically Yagami's. I mean, that just means that Yagami has good taste.
It's true. Leather jackets
You are
will never go out of
whipping his
style.
ass. It's true. I have one, actually. It's actually rather nice. I'm kind of surprised that I have it. You better cower in fear. Oh, you pissed him off. I think his mom used to say that to him.
It's possible.
Zan's is cooler. He let me wear it. His leather jacket?
Zan's leather jacket is pretty cool, to be fair.
It's like a trench coat, right?
Sort of.
Mine is more like Yagami's.
Oh, God. I'm fighting so many fucking people. Oh, wait. I could just...
So, you're Yagami Aniki? Tesso-san told me to let you in.
Yagami Aniki?
Will you be coming inside?
I come inside or outside. It really is a personal preference.
When your mom, never mind. The bit got away from me.
I appreciate the effort.
Sure, let me pass.
This way, please.
Beef. Or is it pork?
Bro, hey man. Welcome back, friends.
Tesso Aniki? Do I have to call you that?
Take a seat. And you too, buddy.
This'll be fun.
And which of your names should we be using for you now? Kawana? Or do you prefer Kitakata-sensei?
Kitakata's a name that's been all but murdered by society. In Ijincho, I'm just a merry old handyman Kawana-san.
If you ask the cops, you're the murder suspect Kitakata. After killing Sawa-sensei, you fled the scene. At least, that's the story the police top brass are passing down through the ranks. Now, why would they say something like that about you?
Calm down, Yagami. How come you never relax?
So Kawana hired you guys from the start, and you pretended to not know each other in front of me? If that's the case, you really went all out for me.
Didn't I tell you? The Liumang accepts anonymous requests, too. Tesso didn't know I was the one who hired him. I suppose there's no point in hiding that now.
That's just how it is. Nothing to get mad over, bro.
You really aren't hiding anything?
I didn't even realize that was
Did you tell
Sung-won.
him all you've done?
He's a former high school teacher who's going around killing bullies. Can't be much more to hide than that. Do you need any more convincing?
Honestly, I'm at a loss. I worked my ass off to get where you are.
And I'm still trying to untangle the mess you've made of it. You've got my student helpers by the throats, so I'm really backed into a corner here.
You mean the graduates from Kurokawa Academy? Like Mamiya-san?
Very good, Sugiura-kun. So how about it? No reason for us to doubt each other's intentions, right? All the secrets are out in the open now.
Fine. Then I'm gonna light up.
You were just over at Komijul, weren't you? RK was looking for me there. The police even lent them a hand.
Yeah.
Well, now I'm even more confused. I give up. Who in the world could be after me? Who has influence over both RK and the police?
Care to venture a guess?
They'd be the uneducated guesses of a handyman. You got any bright ideas yourself, Master Detective?
I haven't confirmed it for sure yet, but I have a pretty good theory for you.
Oh? Who?
I just heard this from Detective Watanabe. The ones looking for Kuwana are... I mean, it was public security, right?
Correct.
But they're
That's what
under
they
the
said, at least.
orders of Vice Minister Reiko Kusumoto.
Correct. I would say public security because you know they're after them.
Yeah.
The Public Security Division. That's what a detective from Kanagawa PD said. According to them, you're the prime suspect in Sawa-sensei's murder. That's why Kanagawa PD was told to lay off RK. Any trace of RK in the footage near Sawa-sensei's place is gone. Likely public security's work. And with that kind of backing, it's understandable why RK is so confident.
Yo, hold up again. Why is public security after Kuwana in the first place?
Why is public security after Kuwana? Likely the wishes of a specific individual. Ah, so it led to this.
Uh-huh.
They're working with Reiko Kusumoto.
Public security is probably working for Reiko Kusumoto, Vice Minister of the Ministry of Health.
What?
Kuwana, you had your students kidnap Shinya Kawai, right? 5 years ago in Kamurocho? Kawai bullied Reiko Kusumoto's son, Mitsuru-kun. That painted a target on his back for you. But before you took Kawai out, you approached Reiko Kusumoto with your revenge offer, didn't you?
I can't do
Ahara
shit
told
with
us
my
that.
feet.
Before taking revenge on a bully, you'd approach the family about it first. Did you make the same offer to Reiko Kusumoto?
What if I did?
She's the Vice Minister of the Ministry of Health. She's pretty popular. She's even cleaning up her predecessor's mess. If it were to surface that she agreed to a revenge killing, they'd have yet another massive scandal on their hands. And if you get to go down in cuffs instead of a body bag, that detail may just come out. Before that can happen, Reiko Kusumoto plans to
Have me silenced and use public security to do it.
Exactly. Except public security can't just go after you, so they subcontracted RK to do the dirty work. That would explain why public security is trying to cover for RK.
I see. Well, the logic starts off soundly enough.
Something wrong with it?
Unfortunately, yes. Something does stick out.
Wonder what
What's
flavor
that?
he vapes.
I did, in fact, approach Kusumoto-san 5 years ago.
Think he's a mango
about
person?
Taking revenge on Shinya Kawai. And just as you said, I used Mamiya-kun and the others to kidnap Kawai.
And?
From that point on, Kusumoto-san knew I was directing Mamiya-kun and the others. She'd seen their faces, knew their identities, everything. So, if Kusumoto-san wanted to go after me, Mamiya-kun and the others would be first on the list. But the fact is, public security hasn't laid a finger on them, even now. Which means, Kusumoto-san isn't the one giving them orders.
So if Reiko Kusumoto was giving orders to public security, she could have gotten to Kuwana much quicker.
Sure. That makes some sense.
Hey, so sorry if this is off topic, but what was Kusumoto-san doing when Shinya Kawai was killed 5 years back?
She was standing right there with me. Afterwards, she took 3 days of PTO, and that was a first for her.
Why?
Shinya Kawai died at the hands of Kusumoto-san. She drove the knife into his chest personally.
God
She took
damn.
it slow, making sure he suffered the whole time.
God damn.
Just like Akihiro Ehara, she avenged her son with her own 2 hands. I admire her.
She killed Kawai herself?
Well, that's definitely a fucking scandal right there.
Revenge for her kid.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. Ugh. Oh, did you hear that?
Uh-huh.
Getting old
Afterward,
sucks.
she told me she'd never wash the smell of his blood off her hands.
Damn, man.
I was the only one who knew that, by the way. The others have no idea. On that day, 5 years ago, I sent them straight home after they brought me Kawai. And I was the only one with Kusumoto-san when she killed him.
This sounds way too crazy to be real.
Even so, the fact is, Kusumoto-san hasn't betrayed me. Besides, I doubt the Vice Minister is powerful enough to order public security around.
Then who is giving them their orders?
Well, I'd say your theory's on the right track. I'm sure public security contracted RK. It lines up with what's happened so far. I imagine they're so persistent because they know I can be used against Kusumoto-san.
Either way, whoever's pulling the strings is someone who'll benefit from your capture. So if it isn't Reiko Kusumoto, maybe it's one of her enemies?
An enemy?
Yeah, like someone within the Ministry of Health, or maybe even some kind of political rival. Nothing would be more valuable to them than dirt on Kusumoto, right? They're probably trying to take her down. Or they could threaten and manipulate her as they see fit. Is that why public security's been taking action? If they wanted to take her down, they could have had the police investigate her fair and square.
Whoever's behind RK in public security must be an enemy of Reiko Kusumoto. That seems to be the most logical train of thought.
Right. Kusumoto-san can walk away from the Ministry of Health anytime she wants. Plus, she has the public's support, especially with the younger crowds. All just more reasons for her to have enemies.
I read some article about how even the Prime Minister has a hard time with her. Like, she'll get up in his face every time he signs an order. Dumbass loses so many arguments, he practically works for her now.
So the Prime Minister's trying to find some dirt on Reiko Kusumoto?
He's just an example. Weren't you listening when we said Kusumoto-san has lots of enemies in her position?
Hey, don't be a dick.
So whoever's behind this may have been looking for a weakness in Kusumoto-san for a while. They must have got their start after realizing Ehara's case was really about getting revenge on a bully. That puts Ehara and Reiko Kusumoto in the same boat, being that their only sons were bullying victims. And if they discovered that Kawai also vanished 5 years ago...
Regardless, that wouldn't account for the rest of the incidents where a bully ended up dead. You'd know. You're the one going up and down the whole country killing them off, aren't you? Kawai makes number 7.
7? Damn, man.
It wouldn't take much to connect the dots. It'd lead straight to her. Reiko Kusumoto. Then they'd know that she was among the victims who got her revenge.
Yeah. And then, to Ahara's case, the link between him and Kusumoto is clear as day now if you know what you're looking for. That link is Sawa-sensei. It took me a while, but I connected the two cases together myself. It was RK. She never should have even been on their radar. In fact, they traced your name from her. Sawa-sensei knew. She suspected you were involved with the Mikoshiba murder in one way or another, right? You don't care. You see your killing spree on these former bullies like you're doing the country a service. In your eyes, this is vengeance. Actually, no. You'd call it justice, wouldn't you? Except... Sawa-sensei wouldn't have died if it was.
That was never my intent. She shouldn't have died.
No. You don't get to just brush her off like that. Like an afterthought. You had to have known you'd go down for this eventually. And you're fine if all your old students like Yui Mamiya go down with you. By then, why would you look back at your trail of blood? Why would you clean up all your carnage? It's not your problem, right? You move forward with one purpose. Send as many bullies to hell as you can. Beyond that, you don't give a shit what happens. Sawa-sensei died in tears. You didn't see what I saw. The fear she must have felt was still frozen on her face. You, Yahara, Reiko Kusamoto, you're all murderers. And so far, all of you have gotten away with it. So why did Yoko Sawa end up having to pay the price? Tell me, will you even be able to look her in the eye when you die?
I doubt it. That's gonna follow me well into the afterlife. So what now, then? March to the cops and turn myself in?
You should. If you don't do exactly that, no one will know why she had to die, and that'll be the end of her story. Everyone will keep on dancing around her death, even though she was completely innocent. Just like the cops are doing.
Afraid I can't do that. If I turn myself in now, there's only one thing that happens. Public security takes me out. And worse, Reiko Kusamoto would be compromised. And that, I will never allow to happen. Of all the people involved in this, she deserves to walk free. Her revenge was justified.
You think so?
All she did was scrape off the scum of the earth that pushed her only son into an attempted suicide. She didn't sit around crying about a legal miscarriage. She took justice into her own hands. No one has any right to indict her for that. So don't go there. Nobody lays a finger on her.
Hey, skinny ginger kid. Looks like this is gonna turn into a little more than a chat.
Good thinking.
So is your plan to kill me too? Anyone who interferes with your justice? We all get added to your body count, don't we?
The punishment fits the crime. You're just blind. If you can't see that, then you can go to hell.
Aw, fuck.
Here's your chance.
It's time to beat up Kuwana.
Time for badass music.
Eat a healthy...
Bang, bang, bang. Ba-boom. Rapier. Rapier.
Oh yeah! Oh yeah, baby! Oh yeah!
Juggle 'em! I'm a juggler.
Get juggle,
Watching
idiot!
lots of This is amazing.
Oh, okay.
All right. Well.
Woo! Ooh!
Counter. Damn.
Another Hurricane Rana.
We have him.
Ah! Ooh.
Oh. Wata. Bang, bang. Bang, bang, bang. Oh, oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. As somebody who just did boxing lessons, I'm paying way too much attention to how they animated it.
Ooh! Oh! You just got the fuck out!
Fucking slipped the jab and then rocked his ass.
How long has this been going now?
I lost track.
Call it?
Nah. They're gonna tire out eventually. Beating the shit out of each other is the way some people communicate.
I can see that.
They're like evenly matched.
There we go. Now let's stop them.
Yeah, it's about that time.
Haven't you had enough yet?
What? You think it's time to give it a rest?
Hell no. Stay out of our way.
You're not looking so hot.
You got lucky I stopped when I did, you know. I had a move lined up with your name on it.
You're the one who got lucky as far as I'm concerned. I was about to kick your ass.
What a fucking mess, guys.
Oh shit, look who it is!
Uh-oh, he's back!
It's Robbie Damon.
The Damon who robbed your heart.
Hey, both of you, eat. Your food's getting cold.
It was just prepared.
One of our higher-ups cooked this himself. Look good if there's any left.
Not a problem. This stuff's great.
Delicious. Man, this is the good stuff.
So that means Reiko Kusamoto could be being targeted by public security.
They're just facing away from each other.
It's possible part of the police wants to catch me as leverage against Kusamoto-san on public security orders. But that's only if public security really is behind this. You're the one who said you got that info from a cop.
Well, someone up top's been putting pressure on the investigation. That much is clear. But no matter how you slice it, the fact that you're enemy number one while RK roams free is absurd. Unfortunately, all I got out of that cop was that public security itself is who we're up against.
Public security is Japan's top intelligence agency. If they're after you, there's no escape.
Agreed.
Then I guess now's a good time to make a suggestion.
Huh?
Tell me, who benefits the most from you two fighting? Huh? That'd be public security. The more you drag each other down, the easier they'll be able to get the jump on you. By the time you notice, it's too late. They've got you. And that's exactly what they'd want, right? But what if you two work together? You watch each other's backs and act before RK and public security do. You might even be able to find out who's pulling the strings.
Huh. Yeah. For two enemies to join forces, there needs to be an even greater threat to fight.
Sure. I'm on board with that.
Fine, but this is only temporary. Once we finish with public security, I'm gonna make sure you answer for what you've done.
Okay, then where do we start? Should we just storm public security at this point?
No. First, we need to confirm public security is really the enemy we're after.
Right. We'll make our move after that.
We have the element of surprise. They have no idea we're working together.
Then we'll use it to our advantage and outsmart them.
Aw, look at the boys playing nice.
If public security's trying to find some leverage against Kusumoto-san, they'll likely be listening in on her. They're the experts in wiretapping and espionage, after all. We just need a quick confirmation.
How?
We'll just give her a call.
Right here?
Yes. That way, her enemy will trace the call and pinpoint our location. And public security is the only one in Japan who can pull that off, so we'll know right away if it's them.
Good thinking.
Yeah. Wait, hold up! You saying if you call up Reiko Kusumoto, then the bad guys will start pouring in? Can we maybe not do that here?
Actually, that might just work in our favor.
Huh? Bro, why are you talking crazy?
Yagami-san, you sure about getting on bro terms without Kaito-san? Wouldn't that bum him out?
Whoa. This is amazing. What is this?
Good shit, huh? You've got good taste, bro. I knew you of all people would notice the difference.
Kuwana, when was the last time you spoke to Reiko Kusumoto?
5 years ago, on the night she killed Kawai. We arranged it, so we'd never contact each other after that.
So you have her number then?
If it hasn't changed.
What is it then? I have an idea.
What?
We're gonna set a trap to find out if we really are up against public security. If they trace the call and they send people for us, then we know for sure it's them. That's why we're gonna call Reiko Kusumoto using a location that doesn't exist at all.
How's that work?
We'll use 2 phones that can't be traced back to us, and we'll relay your voice. Obviously, you won't be wherever we do this from. Best to do this someplace with no one around. Once we see who they send in, mission accomplished.
Wait, what's happening?
Don't worry, I got it. You'll catch up, Sugiura-kun.
First, we need to know our enemy. I'll have Tsukumo prep us some burner phones.
Which means a truce for the time being?
Only while you're here. Gotta keep things civil for my brother.
Man, Zhao-san's cooking makes even the suckiest situations not suck.
Cheers to that!
A walk really does make all the difference.
Hey, so Tsukumo-kun's already got the phones ready. They're burners that can't be traced back to us.
2 of them, right?
Just like you asked for.
Nicely done, Yokohama 99. You work quick.
And Yagami's beat up again.
Yep.
I gotta go back in there, though.
Let me back in!
Alright, let's see what we got here. Green seasoned
Fried
with garlic
rice.
and stir fried. Is that bok choy?
Fried rice, my beloved again.
Starving. I'm starting to feel it. Pretty tasty. Thanks.
Arigatou gozaimasu. And we out.
Man, they really managed to take great pictures of all of that food.
Yup.
Exquisite Screw. That was my nickname in high school.
I was trying so hard not to take the low-hanging fruit, but you got it.
I like them low.
Do your balls hang low? Do they wobble to and fro? Can you tie them in a knot? Can you tie them in a bow?
Yes.
Oh.
Pain.
Ah, just the two I've been waiting for. Excellent work, by the way.
Hey, got those burner phones ready?
Of course I do. Who do you think I am?
Oh, yeah.
I still don't fully get what's going on. Yagami-san, what are we gonna do with these?
Okay, I'll break it down. First, we call Kawana on one phone. Let's say this one here. Then we use this other phone to call Reiko Kusamoto, using them that way. The phones won't be connected to each other, but their voices will be relayed so they can talk normally.
Oh, okay. And then?
If public security finds out Reiko Kusamoto's talking to Kawana, they'll trace the call without actually finding him. Then we can see exactly who they send without risk of being seen ourselves.
Mm-hmm. I think I'm getting it.
Surely you don't intend to do that here, do you? That would put a beacon on us for Kawana-san's enemies.
Yeah, we'll do it somewhere remote. We need a place where nobody would raise an eyebrow at an army of public security boys. And it's gotta have a good vantage point.
Millennium
There's
Tower.
a building under construction not far from here. It's late, so no one should be around that may get involved unintentionally.
Where is it?
It's right near Seirio High. There's a crane by the river, too. You'll know when you see it.
Okay, you two stay put. I should be able to handle this alone.
You sure about that?
Let me at least put out a drone, Yagamishi, even if it isn't much. I'll use it to capture the faces of Kawana-san's pursuers.
That'd be good.
Oh, yeah. Let's hit it. Whee! Riding in style. Hey, I managed to stay on it.
Woo! Hey! You.
Oh, I missed.
You.
Children.
Delinquent children. They're late on their bills. They're delinquent. Chitty hat!
Oh my god.
Well, bam. Knee.
Ah. Whoa. Oh my god. That man is dead. I've just murdered a child.
Nice.
Nice.
The water is very well animated.
Indeed. I wonder if I can...
Probably not. Oh. I'm legitimately surprised that's not a... I mean, obviously that is, but I'm surprised they let you walk in that.
Oh, my legs even stay wet.
Wow. I was just going to say Arcov is the one about picky water in video games.
Have a drink. Ah! Gave him a locked joint for a second there. Shit.
Oh, wrong movie.
This must be the construction site Tsukumo was talking about.
And if it isn't, it's a hell of a coincidence.
Strange. Drone!
I've confirmed your position.
Yeah. I think I can spot whoever comes close from here. I'm gonna call Kawana on the burner now.
Understood. It's Kawana.
You ready? I'm about to call Reiko Kusamoto. Once you're connected, you take it from there.
It's been 5 years since I last spoke to her.
Yeah. Can't imagine this won't be awkward.
I know. Okay, do it.
Aw, shit.
Shut up, Callum.
There's no way this works.
I'll be shocked. Oh, boy.
Vice Minister of the Ministry of Health, Reiko Kusamoto. Huh?
Yes.
You got Papa Palpatine.
This is Kitakata from Kurakawa Academy.
What?
You'll have to forgive me for this, but the position I'm in required me to reach out to you. I would never have done this otherwise. I should also note, there's a high probability this phone call is being tapped.
I see. Very well, then.
It's been 13 years, Kusumoto-san.
So it has.
Kitakata-sensei. I've read about your accomplishments. To think you'd become a vice minister.
You never really know how things are going to work out.
But that's not true at all, Kusumoto-san. You were always destined to move up in the world. I've got to be honest with you. A woman is
The sound quality on this was probably shit.
The world and then
Mm-hmm.
Two phone speakers speaking into each other. I'm shocked there's not interference.
That was Mitsuru-kun.
I'm afraid he's still asleep. Nothing's changed.
I see. I wish I had the words.
What is it you wanted?
If you've been watching the news, you've probably already heard. I've become a prime suspect for a crime. They think I murdered Yokosawa in her apartment.
I've heard.
Obviously, it wasn't me who killed her, of course. Do you happen to remember Sawa-kun by any chance?
The girl from your class. She was the only one of those students who ever came to visit Mitsuru. But even then, that's been at least 10 years now. I got a letter from her once. She wanted to tell me she'd become a teacher. But I never did reply. and that was the last I'd heard from her.
I see.
So back to my question. What do you want?
I hope you weren't planning to ask me for a favor. I'm afraid the answer would be no.
No, it's not that. It's just... I wanted to let you know that at some point, someone may come to you to ask a few questions about me. I thought I should give you a heads up. I'll make every effort to ensure they won't cause any trouble for you, Kusumoto-san. I'm sorry about this. I'll try to handle it from my side.
So in your opinion then, do you believe anything related to you could cause me any trouble?
Don't worry. I'm sure you'll be just fine.
We're almost to the signal. Kill the headlights.
2 cars inbound.
That doesn't look like public ministry.
This proves Reiko
Nope, looks like RK.
Looks like RK.
And if there's one organization capable of tracing a call and moving on it, it's gotta be public security on the hunt for Kawana.
Public security is really coming straight to you by car?
No, there's no way they could mobilize their people that quickly. My guess, it's gotta be the prefectural police that they've got in their pocket. Or it's just RK.
I will say it's been great to hear your voice again. But this should be the last time you ever hear from me. I'll try my best.
I understand. Goodbye.
I'm impressed that they traced that shit so quick. That's a burner phone. Oh, no, that's his real phone. He's on the burner.
Hey, look. It's a drone. It has a phone attached to it. Shoot it. Shoot it down.
You sure?
Just take it down. Hurry it up. Hey, what the fuck are you aiming at?
I can't hit it. It's too small. Shit.
Damn, dude. How the hell are we supposed to chase down a drone? And where the fuck is this Kawana guy?
Who knows, man? They called us in to catch this shithead, but how the hell are we supposed to do that? It's fucked up. Do we look like spec ops?
Yeah, right. But at least you gotta shoot that thing.
This is my second time, actually. I took a few shots at some kids in a park. I aimed at the ground and sent those little shits running for their lives.
We're done here. Pack it in.
What's wrong with you?
That's 6 punks and only 1 gun between you by my count.
Who the fuck are you?
It was you guys in charge. I'm sure Kawana would have had this whole thing solved a long time ago. Well, then again, I suppose I do have to give you credit for how fast you made it here.
That was my gun, asshole!
Who's the one giving the orders? You may as well just level with me. You guys are RK's bottom rung, right?
It sounds like you must know Kawana. Well, I guess we're not gonna be leaving here empty-handed after all. Come on! We're taking this guy in, boys! Fuck him up!
Aw, snap.
Oh, baby.
Oh my god. Ichiban rice crackers. Delicious.
Ichi-chan.
Ooh, oh my god. Whoa. Whoa. What the fuck?
What the?
Oh
This is
my
some fucking
god.
Chun-Li. Fire spinning bird kick.
Spinning bird kick. ho, ho, ho. Good golly.
Who sent you here?
The order came from the head honchos in RK.
In Soma?
Not that high up. It was one of the bosses. There's a bunch of them.
What did they tell you to do once you found Kuwana?
They just said to catch him. Well, they also made it very clear not to kill him. Like we'd pull the trigger. We never even heard what our cut was.
Just another useless grunt. Tell me, gentlemen, how would you feel if you found out you were just pawns in public security's game?
We're playing what game now?
I suggest you quit RK while you can. Go tell your buddies, get them out too. Otherwise, they'll keep you in the dark, use you and toss you aside. And then, you'll end up in a ditch there's no crawling out of.
Yes?
Pardon me. You would be Reiko Kusumoto, correct?
Sir,
No.
it's a little late for this. And how'd you get in here in the first place? I've expressly forbid having visitors.
Calm now. I'm a coordinator with the National Police Bureau, but I'm sure you're familiar with my Division of Public Security. Bondo is my name, ma'am.
Are you now? Well, I'm afraid coordinator is rather vague.
I have a more public-facing title as well, of course. But I'm trying to be discreet here, so let's not get bogged down with minor details. It's in our best interests. I'm afraid that won't help. I've already seen to that.
What is this?
There's a question I need answered with some urgency, Kusumoto-san. It concerns the disappearance of a certain individual.
Huh.
About 5 years ago, a man vanished off the streets of Kamurocho. I'm sure you'll recognize him. A former classmate of Mitsuru-kun here, Shinya Kawai. I believe there are things you might know. I can say that with some level of certainty, as a matter of fact.
Mm-hmm. Well, damn.
It gets curiouser and curiouser.
A shadow looms over Yagami and Kuwana. Japan's National Intelligence Agency, Public Security, fixes its gaze on Reiko Kusumoto of the Ministry of Health. 5 years ago, Kuwana prompted her to take revenge on Shinya Kawai for pushing her son to the brink. Secrets can only lie dormant so long, and upon their waking, chaos ensues.
Chaos. Chapter 11. Undercover. That's the sign for Tenkaichi Street, which means we're probably heading back to Kamurocho. A few days later.
Tsukumo, can't believe you found it.
I figured Mitsuru Kusumoto would be in one of the better hospitals around the health ministry. That narrowed it down to just a few locations. Then I pinpointed the exact one through sheer determination.
And that led you to Toto University Hospital. So Mitsuru is still lying in a coma there?
Yep. Reiko Kusumoto has been visiting her son every night for the past 13 years. Even after she became vice minister. If you gentlemen want to meet her in person, that would be your best chance.
But Yagami,
You seriously think you can convince Reiko Kusumoto to turn herself in?
Well, gonna try at least.
She's at the top of the food chain. If it comes out that she committed murder, the whole country's gonna lose it.
If they hadn't tried to hide it, nobody else would have needed to pay for it. Like Sawa-sensei.
Yeah. You're right.
And if she confesses to killing Kawhi, public security will run out of reasons to keep defending RK. So in theory, that should free up the police to pursue Soma about Sawa-sensei.
Totally agree with you there.
But Kawana-san's against that, right? Didn't he say he wouldn't let her turn herself in?
Yeah. That's why he's not in the loop on this.
So, you're just gonna show up? You do know she's probably surrounded by public security at all times, don't you?
Just means we gotta be prepared for that. Like the professional detectives we are.
Prepared? How?
Just leave it to us. Yagami-san, I gotta go get ready. Let's meet at Toto University Hospital.
Got it.
See ya.
So what do you need from me in this, Yagami?
You got any old acquaintances in RK? Think you can find out where Soma and Akutsu are?
You forget who you're talking to? Why wouldn't I be able to cover that? I knew a few ex-Tojo guys who go in and out of RK on the regular.
Thanks. But watch your back. If they find out you're spying on them, they won't like it.
I'll be ready. Like the professional ex-Yakuza I am. See ya.
Bye, Steve.
He's rough around the edges, but in the end, he comes through.
Yeah. Turns out he's got extra time on his hands.
Why don't you hire him at your office, Yagami-shi?
I'll talk about that with Kaito-san once he recovers. Anyway, sorry Tsukumo, but we have to take Sugiura from you again.
Why start apologizing now? It's all good. We'll talk again soon.
Should head to Toto University Hospital to convince Reiko Kusumoto to turn herself in. Oh, shit. Oh, we are back at the office in Kamurocho. Bah. Taking a taxi and going to a big hospital. Deja vu.
Pew, pew, pew.
Ooh. Woohoo!
Really, guys?
Got him. Let's go to Toto. Oh, hey, it's that place where Nishiki got that really bad news.
you?
Don't worry. I'll give it back to you after this. I'm sure it's bugged, and we wouldn't want anyone listening in now, would we?
Aw, shit.
We'll take a few laps around the block and then drop you back off at the hospital. Sorry, but we just need a bit of your time.
Very well. Who are you people?
We're just local detectives, but Kitakata-sensei is an acquaintance of ours. We know about Mitsuru-kun, and we know that 5 years ago, a man named Shinya Kawai mysteriously disappeared and died.
I have no idea what you're saying.
But you do. I know how this must come across right now, so I assure you, we aren't the ones posing a threat.
Fine. What is it you want, then?
Hey, what's up, Polska?
All I want is the truth. In your own
Polska?
words. About Shinya Kawai, and how you carried out his murder.
You're mistaken. I didn't do it.
You're a terrible liar, bitch.
The other day you received a call from Kitakata-sensei, didn't you? He goes by the name Koana now, and works as a handyman in Ijincho. He made that call because we needed to confirm something.
Confirm what?
Whether or not you were being watched by public security.
Public security, you say?
Is she surprised at all? Or maybe she already had a hunch?
As it turns out, you are. Your cell phone is bugged. It can even use GPS to trace who's on the other end of the line. That kind of trace is only possible with cooperation from the cellular providers. Unless you're public security, you could pull something like that off in secret. They want to hit you where you're vulnerable. And that's what you are now after Koana. Do you understand, Kusumoto-san? You must really be something special. You were never in this job for yourself. It fell into your lap as your predecessors fell like dominoes. That's why you don't owe anyone anything. You're free of constraints. And Mitsuru-kun's tragedy even gained you public sympathy on top of it. Combine all that with a capable bureaucrat like you, there's no telling what you could accomplish. You're cleaning up house, tackling the revolving door problems. Things you know are the right moves, but with no regard for the consequences. I understand even the cabinet gauges your opinion, since you have so much public support. But I think that's also made you some enemies. Most likely whoever's holding public security's leash.
I have more than a few enemies. I'm well aware of that. And I have no doubt public security would comply with them. To be quite frank, public security only exists to maintain the status quo. The establishment is made up of various powers which control politics and finance. But naturally, each branch has its own agendas, goals, ideas of justice, which leads to all sorts of issues and hindrances, which you call constraints. The more individuals who make up society, the more unavoidable that is.
Are you implying it's public security's job to loosen those constraints?
There's more to it than that. The world we live in requires all kinds of value systems to coexist, even in chaos. But if you loosen the constraints too far, the fall of the state is inevitable. In that regard, public security's role is to stabilize and maintain the state, even while bound by constraints. In other words, the constraints of these powers are precisely what are protected by public security. So the fact that I am not caught up in all that does, indeed, make me something of a pesky foreign object.
A pesky foreign object. I see. So to these establishment people, you're something to be excised.
I guess there's bullying among adults in high places, too.
Yeah. Now we know why they were looking for any kind of weakness in you. And that's when they turned the spotlight on Shinya Kawai's disappearance. An event that was triggered by Akihiro Ihara's case. You know the one, I presume.
Yes.
An active duty policeman exacted revenge on the bully who drove his son to suicide. Your enemies must have heard that and thought to themselves, what would Reiko Kusumoto have done to her son's bully? I'm guessing that's what prompted public security to make their move. As the details of Ahara's case came to light, a group of thugs calling themselves RK started looking for Shinya Kawai. All to find out that he was kidnapped 5 years ago, probably killed.
I never did anything out of revenge.
Sorry, I stood up for a second.
How could you?
I know.
There's no brakes on this gravy train.
I was grabbing some Ocean Spray pure unsweetened tart cherry juice.
Hot?
Yummers. Tart cherry juice is good for gout, which is excellent for me because I love tart cherry. Naturally, she wasn't going to divulge any secrets, having just met me, and I don't have enough evidence to make her talk.
Even after finding out Kawhi disappeared, public security still had to verify it. But if they found out you were involved, that'd be a win for them. They'd finally know Reiko Kusamoto's weakness.
How long are you going to keep talking?
As public security figured out, the bullying cases involving Toshiro Ihara and your son share a common link. That link being Sawa-sensei. She was Mitsuru-kun's classmate and Toshiro Ihara's teacher. Not only that, she was also linked to Ihara's murder victim, Mikoshiba. She was his master teacher. So, not long after the murder, RK came to Ijincho and broke into her home. That must have been when they got Kawana's name out of her. I think Sawa-sensei suspected that Kawana was involved in Mikoshiba's murder. Then Soma steps in, with his professional interrogation skills, to beat and scare her into spilling everything. Kusamoto-san, you knew she was killed, right? Kawana should have told you over the phone.
Wait, are you not one of his colleagues? He said he wouldn't cause me any trouble, and that he would never call me again.
Kawana and I are competitors on a temporary ceasefire. We're not colleagues.
She's been flustered since I mentioned Sawa-sensei's name. Now's my chance to ask her any questions I can't ask anyone else. I guess tell me about Kawai's murder. First of all.
I have to ask you about Shinya Kawai. You killed him 5 years ago. With your own hands, didn't you? I understand what your feelings must be towards Kawai, but was that really the only answer?
If you've spoken to Kitakata-sensei, then you must know about the video of how Mitsuru was treated.
I do.
Aside from Kawai, the other students pretended like nothing happened. They took no responsibility. They put on their sad faces, and they came to visit Mitsuru at the hospital. But looking back on it now, I don't think they really wanted Mitsuru to wake up. In fact, that's what they were checking on. And what did I do? Bowed my head and thanked them. It was only later that Kitakata-sensei showed me the video. That's when I knew that those kids going unpunished was wrong.
And your solution was to pull them into the quagmire? Make them accomplices in murdering Kawai?
If you already know so much, what more do you need to ask?
Okay. Has public security contacted you?
Has anybody from public security contacted you? Have you been approached by any strangers?
I have my suspicions.
What are their names? I imagine what they wanted was to exploit your weakness to control you. Because if all they wanted was to eliminate you, some kind of accident would be easily arranged.
Yes. I suppose you're right.
Do you have any idea what these people are after? And do you mind sharing?
What they want is control of the pension fund, which is under the Health Ministry's jurisdiction.
Pension fund?
An independent agency within the ministry manages the National Pension Fund. It's taxpayer funded, and it's worth 160 trillion yen.
What?
And certain groups
Yeah,
want to take
damn.
risks with that.
Alexa, how much is 160 trillion yen in US dollars?
160 trillion Japanese yen is 1,114,050,967,830 US dollars.
And there you go. $1
Holy
trillion.
shit. That's absurd. That amount of money shouldn't exist.
That's more money than God.
Money, in order to generate more profit. In other words, they want the health ministry to use taxpayer money to gamble. They believe that's the only way to rebuild Japan's faltering economy and secure the future of this country.
I mean, would it work?
Of course, if the gamble actually pays off. But if we lost the gamble, then we wouldn't be able to guarantee anything for the citizens of this country in their golden years. That's why the health ministry manages those funds conservatively, even if it means the returns are lower.
Okay. I'm starting to understand now.
You do? Don't leave me in the dust, Yagami-san.
To be able to gamble all this taxpayer money to save the economy, they need a change of management. Here's Kusamoto-san, head of the office, and she's beyond the control of even the ministers. Her position has the power to take action, to override the way the pension fund is managed. But not only does Kusamoto-san have the power, she has the support of the people. If a new vice minister were to try it, they'd be stopped cold by the constraints.
So that's why they wanted to find her weakness and exploit it?
Exactly. And if the 160 trillion yen gamble were to fail, they could blame the whole thing on Kusamoto-san anyway.
Okay. But wow. 160 trillion.
I'm guessing they've already contacted you about it?
That's an assumption.
Remember when 10 billion was a lot of money in this game?
I remember when we would talk about multimillionaires in the 90s.
Yeah. $10 billion yen was the sum total of the Tojo clan's, like, funds.
Mm-hmm.
160 trillion.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I also remember when being a millionaire was considered a wild pipe dream.
Yep. And now I'm like, I need to be a millionaire just to live.
It kind of feels like that, honestly.
If I want to own a home, it's just how it is.
How's your son doing now?
How's your son doing now?
He could wake up any minute now. Of course, that's been true for the last 13 years.
I see.
We transferred him to Toto University Hospital just this year, hoping they could spur his recovery. But it turns out they don't do anything much different from the previous hospital. All I can do is wait.
Well, that's all my questions.
I get it now. Let me reiterate. We are not your enemy.
Then please, let me go.
Anything you want me to tell Kawana?
I do. He needs to run. Far away. Public security has their sights on him. His capture is not a question of if, but when. He's in danger if he remains in the country. And once public security has him, they will extract everything he knows.
You mean he'd be tortured?
Yes. Somewhere well beyond the public eye. No one can withstand what they do. He'd tell them everything. And as for me...
They would expose your vulnerability, making you their pawn.
Most likely. They'd gamble away the taxpayers' money, and I'd never purge the corruption in the health ministry.
I get that. But what does it matter?
What?
Because in my opinion, you need to turn yourself in, Kusumoto-san.
You want me to admit to manslaughter? You think I killed a real man? I say he was less than one. Shinya Kawai. He was little more than a subhuman brute. And you saw it. You saw what that brute did to my son. I hated Kitakata-sensei. He was an incompetent teacher. An idiot who turned a blind eye to Mitsuru being tortured. But that changed when he suddenly showed up 8 years later. And then he showed me that video. He said, every bully in that video, they deserved to be punished. That it was the only way to get closure.
You took him up on it? But you of all people should have known better.
True. You're right about that. I struggled with it quite a bit. It's an unconscionable act, no matter how deep your animosity runs. But Kitakata-sensei's words hung on. I couldn't get them out of my head. I saw for myself. I went to Kamurocho, where I'd heard Kawai was working, at a girls' bar. So you know, after Mitsuru jumped that day, Kawai came to me in tears to apologize. I hadn't seen him in all that time. If he'd frozen in place when he saw me, if he'd been the slightest bit apologetic, I might have been able to stay my hand.
I take it he didn't do any of that.
Right. He didn't even recognize my face. And that's hardly the worst part of it, actually. When he saw me, he took me for some bawdy cougar on the prowl for young men. If you've got the cash, I'll show you a good time, he said. All those tears he'd shed years earlier were a farce. But I knew that. Deep down, I'd already known that. That was it. That was the moment I lost all doubt about killing him. And as for those other kids who bullied Mitsuru, they should thank me they didn't share his fate. But that's why. That's why I don't feel like I have any sins to atone for. Every night, I pray he will wake up. What more can you ask me to endure?
Kawana said something similar. But you think you can repeat all that? This time say it to her.
Isn't that Sawa-san?
You and Kawana can congratulate yourselves. You got vengeance on a monster. But what you're choosing not to see is that your actions had consequences for her. It's vicious. I've seen this before. Justice for one at the cost of another. Someone innocent always pays the price. I won't just sit here and watch as history tries to repeat itself. This phone isn't being traced by anyone. So, if you have a change of heart, just give me a call before you turn yourself in. That's all I had to say. We're back.
Fucked up situation.
See, but I like this because it's not just cut and dry. Oh, you killed somebody. It's revenge. At least with her. With Kuwana, I'm like, you're fucking awful.
There's no right answer here.
Nope. You're either the law is the law kind of a person, or you're like, you know what, eye for an eye, fine.
Yeah, I'm gonna go talk to Kawana. Need to tell him I met with Reiko Kusamoto.
He's gonna be pissed, you know? He's gonna try to rip you a new one.
That's true. So you might want to sit this one out.
You sure? Because I'll totally take you up on that.
Probably to return that stolen taxi. Kuwana is based. He's understandable. I wouldn't go as far as to condone his actions. But like, golly.
You got to be very careful when you start playing God.
Yeah. When you're taking it upon yourself to end the lives of other people, like, you gotta be very careful and absolutely sure.
Even when you do it in the name of justice, like the death penalty.
Yeah.
Fuck, that scene hit hard, man.
Yeah, the chat's hitting the nail on the head right now. That's the problem with taking justice into your own hands. Because it's all based off of one person's sense of morality. And that has the potential to be incredibly flawed. But for now, it's getting close to time here, so I think I'm going to go ahead and call it.
Mm-hmm. Indeed it is.
But thanks for stopping by, y'all.
Next week's going to be rough.
Oh, yeah.
I can't wait for the Kuwana talk.
It's going to be interesting, to be sure. But for now, let's see who we can raid. Leah is currently playing some Citizen Sleeper. Let's go ahead and raid.
Aw, snap.
Musing Thalia. What should our raid message be?
Shades of Grey.
Shades of Grey. Ed is a furry.
Fuck you, Zen. Swear to Christ. I'm getting a ball scream. See, you ruined it. I was going to let it slide. Now you've got to be a bunch of fuckers about it.
And there you go.
Yeah, that's fine. No,
All
stop
right.
it, Runewalker. Don't make it weird.
Well, for now, take care, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow for some Eve of Ruin.
Indeed.
It's going to be an interesting show, I think.
I cannot wait. Wait, what does that mean?
You'll see. But for now, have a great bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.